Floyd, Money Mayweather, and Devin Haney sparred in the past. That's crazy. I wish that I was able to catch that. I wish I saw footage of that, but obviously it's just sparring at the end of the day. A lot of people have the misconception that sparring is really indicative of how good a fighter is, how well they perform under pressure, how well, how hard they've been working in the gym. But, it depends on, there are different kinds of sparring matches. Sparring sessions where guys, just give each other looks and move around with each other, and then there's sparring where you're trying to get good work in and push each other. And I think that, from what Floyd was saying, he was talking about how Devin Haney was young at the time. He sparred Devin Haney, and he didn't really try, walking Devin Haney down. He was more on the defensive side because I think Floyd was already, a little bit on the back end of his career, maybe approaching 40, and he wasn't the sharpest. So Floyd was talking about how when he's not feeling his best physically, he's most likely going to stay on the defensive end and, tighten up his defense, work on the aspects that he can, control. If you're not feeling like the offensive fighter that you're usually feeling like, it's the perfect day. Specifically if it's sparring, it's different if it's a fight and you need to win rounds. But Floyd just said that against Devin Haney when he was moving around with him in a sparring session, that it was more about, tightening up his defense because he was feeling a little flat. So that just even goes to show that even the best, the guys like Floyd Mayweather, they have days where they're not feeling their best, they're not feeling sluggish. He's human at the end of the day. Winning close to 50 fights without a loss takes a toll on the body, and going 12 rounds, it's not easy. That's why Floyd works so hard. He always talks about how he's running late nights, stuff along those lines, and that's why he's great, because if you guys watch all the 24/7s, you watch all the All Access episodes, you see Floyd Mayweather putting in that work at crazy hours. You don't see him, he talks about how he's like, what do I want to run right now? He's like, no, I could easily be watching movies in my theater right now. I like watching movies, but I know that I have work to do, and to be great, he knows what it takes. So that's what Floyd's mindset is always like, and it's something that people should, always take a little bit from him, is because Floyd Mayweather had that disciplined mindset. A lot of people see him, around the flashy cars, the jewelry, the big house, the pretty girls. They see all that stuff and say, hey, he's distracted. But the thing is, Floyd Mayweather can't be distracted. He indulges in those things, but he knows when it's time. He knows when it's time to relax, and he knows when it's time to work. That's what made him great. And I think a guy, he talked about, Devin Haney, he talked about Shakur Stevenson, and Shakur Stevenson not taking 25%, and he was supportive of that because he understands, the work that you put in within, a 7 to 8 week training camp, however long, all that hard work you put in for that one night, and for that one night to only get 25% of the 100% that they'll both be making. I think that Shakur Stevenson is worth more, and I think that's what Floyd Mayweather is trying to say. And he was talking about how, as a black fighter, you shouldn't, try to do other black fighters wrong. Against a guy like George Kambosos, it was different. You had to take that 25%. Against a guy like Shakur Stevenson, he's also bringing in that draw. He's also a guy that, brings people, to the arena to watch him fight. So it's not the same as George Kambosos, who no one really knew, and they just went into his home crowd, because Shakur is also going to help you sell this fight. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is just as much of a part of that event as Devin is, because of his name, because of his skills, how he's projected to be the next Floyd Mayweather, even though I think they're different fighters, and Shakur has the potential to even surpass Floyd, in my opinion. That's speaking a lot right now, but I think that when the time comes, Shakur is going to have his moment, his Kodak moment, when he gets that win over a guy like Devin Haney or a guy like Tank, where you can't doubt him anymore. You can't doubt his greatness. You can't doubt his intelligence, his IQ. And that's where I think Floyd Mayweather is so smart. I think Floyd Mayweather is so smart by showing these guys the way. We've seen recent footage of him with Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, and he's obviously had his hand in helping Tank become what he is. He even talked about how he sparred with Devin, but he never got the chance to actually spar with Tank. He was more of a mentor to Tank and helping him, learn about boxing and the business aspect of it, and how he controlled boxing. He doesn't let boxing control you. You retire from the sport of boxing, but boxing doesn't retire you, and that's something that Floyd is trying to teach all these younger fighters that he's taking under his wing. And I respect that for Floyd. Floyd's, one of the greatest boxing minds. He's probably the best to ever do it from a business and boxing financial standpoint. So for him to give these knowledge to young fighters like Shakur Stevenson, obviously Tank, Devin Haney, and Keyshawn Davis, that's something that these fighters are going to take with them, and they're going to apply it to their own careers, and I think it's going to help them long term. So helpful to, you know, provide for their families and stuff like that, because they at the end of the day, they fight for the check, and they want to provide for themselves and have the best lives for themselves and their families. That's why they work so hard. So yeah, so Devin Haney and Floyd sparred. I'm not sure what happened. They didn't really talk about, you know, the outcome, but I'm sure they were just, you know, helping each other out. Floyd was giving Devin a look, and I'm sure it was great work. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Devin Haney and Floyd Mayweather sparring. What do you think it looked like? How great do you think it looked? And why do you think Floyd Mayweather never, you know, got in the ring to spar with Tank? Because I feel like they've been around each other for so long, but they never got the chance to get it in sparring wise. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another Nads Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.